Google Trends. Maybe you have a few different items that you're called Answer the Public. Answer the Public allows you to place in a search term, place in to page 1 on Google, teaching people how to buy a gemstone I didn't even have. If you didn't know this, 80% of jewelry sales happen online. So what are you doing to be able to tap into this potential? Well, number one, you need to be able to research what it is people are then searching for. A buyer's guide is great, and most people are going to value that. So I'm going to teach you how to be able to build this out, but where can you find the information that people are looking for? Here's a few things. Number one, you can use a website called Answer the Public. Answer the Public allows you to place in a search term, place in the country that you're making this in, and get many different options surrounding that search term. So maybe you're specializing in diamonds, costume jewelry, whatever that type of jewelry is. You can plug the information into there and get tons of information back. And also you get 3 free searches a day before you have to even pay to use this. So that would be one way to research. The second way to research is with going into Google and typing in that type of gemstone, whatever that gemstone is, and then going to the news section. The news section or news tab is going to allow for you to see what media is writing about this. If there's a lot of information that's popping up recently or something new, you could hop on something that is kind of trending in that way. And the third thing that you can use is Google Trends. Maybe you have a few different items that you're thinking of making a few videos about. Google Trends will be able to allow you to compare the search volume for one item compared to the search volume for another item. This way you can see where you should end up starting. Now, these are some basic ways for you to be able to start your research for free and know what you should be making this video about. And another great part is you don't need to rewrite what's fact. Here I'm talking about jewelry. It's not like over time the buyer's guide for an emerald's going to change, a ruby's going to change, a diamond's going to change. It's just simply the way that you end up delivering this information. So another thing you can really do, and it's not stealing, is just by going on Google again, search Emerald Buyer's Guide. You're going to find many written Emerald Buyer's Guides on page 1 of Google. Take that information down and then simply present it in a video and make it better. Add in a couple extra things on top of it that allow you to be able to personalize what is already there and make it your own, in your own delivery. So this way you can use what everyone already knows to be the way you buy an emerald. And it's, once again, can't stress this enough, it's not going to change. The process of how you buy it, what you should end up looking for in an emerald, a ruby, a sapphire, alexandrite will not change by the end of the time that you ended up filming this video. So you're going to be providing correct information, and the information people are going to be able to benefit from it, even if they don't transact with you, but that's going to allow you to build value over time with them. Another key point is created is always going to be better than perfect. When you're placing this information out, the first couple videos that you end up filming are not going to be 100% perfect. The video quality is not going to be the best, the sound's not going to be the best, and because of this ends up preventing many people from getting that video out there, getting feedback from that video. You've been able to at least see it out there. If you take a little bit of time and you look on YouTube through different jewelry related videos, you are going to see some jewelry based videos that are ranked extremely high, millions of views, and it looks like it was filmed on a potato. So you don't need to be starting with perfect. Starting is always better than perfect. If you're wondering what I'm using to be able to film this video, for example, I'm going to leave those items down in the description of the video so you can see for yourself how you can even film a video of this quality without even having to really spend too much. You might actually already have the things that you need to be able to film a video exactly like this. And during this course, now there's a couple more videos that you are going to have to watch. You're going to see them linked up in the top. You're going to then see how I've done this also more than once. With an emerald buyer's guide, with an alexandrite buyer's guide too. And I'm going to show you how to be able to achieve these exact results. So make sure to stick with me here. And another key part that is going to make your videos stand out when you start making these videos to market your jewelry business is you need to make the information easy to understand. Jewelry is such a technical field. There is so much information that people do not need to know as part of the buying process. And the more extra rubbish that you end up placing into this video, people are not going to find benefit from it. Now, let's just paint the picture a little bit further. For those of you that are watching this video and you're extra technical and thinking, I'm a gemologist, I need to share gemologist-based information, just absolutely forget about that stuff. No one needs to know that, oh, you must always call a domed gemstone a cabochon. They can call it a dome. They can call it whatever they want. They're the person that ends up making that purchase. Now, of course, for search-based, you would then need to then see and use these tools I've told you to use earlier on in the video. Do people search more for pear or do they search more for teardrop? If you're going to be making a buyer's guide about buying different shapes and what you need to look for in these different shapes, maybe more people search pear in the area that you're running your business from, or the online business that you have, and you're targeting people that are in the United States or targeting people in the UK or in Australia. You need to check through all three of those countries using the search tools that I've mentioned to be able to know, do they search for this word more or this word more? That jewelry is spelt differently in America compared to how it's spelt in the UK. And this will play a big difference to your results, especially when you're making video content to be able to target these people. They might think you're talking to the Americans because you spelt it differently. Then the Americans might think you're talking to someone else because you're not spelling jewelry right. So this makes a difference. Search-based video creation. And you need to be able to make the video engaging. So in the video, there needs to be some humor. You need to be able to show some personality. You can't just talk and talk and talk in the video. Like, how are they going to get to know you? So in the way you deliver it, things like intentional pauses. The pause can make a difference. You need to be able to start thinking about, okay, how am I going to obtain the viewer in the first couple seconds they click on this video, which is going to be the hook. Now, the hook is what I mentioned at the start of this video, which hopefully has made you watch it through to this point. So let me dissect that so you can already be a few steps ahead before watching the next video. I said at the start of this video, I created a video for a gemstone. I created a video on I made a video that got into page number 1 on Google about buying a gemstone I didn't even have. Now this should have hooked you in because, number one, one of the worrying parts about people that are starting a jewelry business is, am I going to have to spend a lot on inventory? Am I going to have to keep these items with me? So I'm going to show you how to be able to make these videos without you even needing to have the physical item. And number 2, I also mentioned that 80% of jewelry sales happen online. So that was for those of you watching this that are working in a brick and mortar store. You have a brick and mortar location. If you didn't know it, more jewelry sales happen online than people going into a jewelry store today. With the different tools that we have, this is the direction that we're all going in. And that's why you might notice that there's another video up here on the screen too. And since you've made it to this part, my name's Levon. I'm your jewelry sales training expert, jewelry marketing expert. And that video I just mentioned up there on the screen, that's the one you have to watch next part of the series.